Hello again, Lockpicking Paul here, and what I've got tonight is another Tinnie challenge lock. This one is the Italian job, it's number 70, and it was made specifically for Crow Llama, this guy, as a keeper. So this probably isn't going to find its way into the general lockpicking population. So what happened is Tinnie made this lock for Crow Llama, and he has asked that I give it an initial pick. And then it goes off to Brett Sucks after me, and then off to Crow Llama as a keeper, which is a really nice thing to do. Tinnie makes these occasionally for people, and yeah, I got one a short while ago, and it's a lovely thing. So I'm going to give this a pick. There's an interesting story around this. So I got it this morning, in fact, in the post, and within about 5 minutes, I'd managed to open it. I thought, okay, pretty straightforward, not a terribly hard lock. And I dropped Tinnie an email just to let him know I'd received it safely and all was well. And he said, how was it? And I said, yeah, it opened up fairly easily. And I think I was doing the lock a bit of a disservice, because subsequent picks of this have not been as easy. And I guess I must have just hit the pins just right. We got a bit of a fluke open, and since then, it's definitely given me a much harder time. So do pick it more than once. There are some very, very sharp lips on the driver pins of this, and they hang up in the counter milling and anything other than the lightest of tensions, and this thing seizes and won't go anywhere. So it really requires a very delicate touch to open this. And actually, it's a really good lock. It's a really good fun lock. It's definitely not as easy as I thought it was. And yeah, it's been fun. So up now is the pick and the gut of this lock. And Llama, when you get it, be gentle. And I'm sure you will enjoy it no end. I also wanted to thank you for your chip and your stickers, and I shall get off to Brett one of my chips and a bunch of stickers for you, and so when the lock comes through, hopefully you'll have all of these as well. All right, so up now, the picking vid. Right, let's get it open. Work from the back with incredibly light tension. I'm going to resist the temptation to pick a pin to more than one position. I do think Tinnie likes to draw you into an overset trap. All right, it's all gone dead. I'll try and, it's not really a manual counter rotation, but you do have to assist it. All right, got a false. Quite a good one. Okay, pin 1. That's that. It's a pretty deep hook. I don't know if I've got a deeper one actually. Don't think we need it. Oh, it was just hung up on a lip. No wonder it all went completely dead. Right, so definitely a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be. And I do think that very first pick I had of this was a bit of a fluke. But it's like a gin right on the end of this. So, but let's find out. I've not gutted it. Let's take it apart and find out. Right. Right, we've got the key so we can lock it back up. Rightio. Let's just switch that to multi in case it goes out of focus. Can't actually remember which pin I was just on, the last pin. It was either 3 or 4. So we'll soon find out what was sitting in there. Yeah, more amazing Tinnie pin work. So this is the plug, and we've got must have been 4 rowers on. Counter milling in 1, 2 and 4, and autographed plug. Always amazing work. All right. Make sure I get these the right way round. It doesn't want to come out. What's that? Ah, there we go. These pins are tiny. Okay, got him. Well, I think I see why that was hanging up. Yeah, it's got like a gin type pin. There's 5. Well, it's still in there. There it is. Okay, let's have a look at these pins. Let's see if there's anything else in there. They're all sort of like brass springs, I think. Small springs. Not a lot of resistance in those springs. Change the lighting a little bit. Too much lighting. It's hard to explain quite how sharp those lips are on those driver pins, but you get them in that counter milling like I just showed, and it really binds up. So super light tension and a bit of manual counter rotation to kick the core round. Fantastic. What a fabulous lock. Well, another great job, Tinnie. Cheers, mate. Really enjoyed that. See you soon. Cheers.